right? We love the conference party. I mean, maybe that's not the big problem, but nonetheless, I think it's true.
Hey,
Hi!
okay, can you please introduce yourself and tell me about your business?
Yeah, of course. Hi, I'm Alvin. I used to run a business called Geofume. I was the CEO. We used to sell scented volcanic rocks from Indonesia, and we took part in a national competition for junior achievement to compete to go abroad. And we scored third place from the competition, and in total, we made a net profit of 40,000 baht during our time. Well, I don't think I did so effectively, but I think that there is an art to it. There's a sort of, you can't really say balance because there isn't a balance. You prioritize what's more important to you at the time. At the time that I started the business, I was handling my A-levels and like other projects that I was working on. So it was really just a matter of choosing which one was more important or which one was more urgent at the time to try and focus on that thing more. I mean, I did focus on the business for a little bit more than certain things because I did feel sort of a kindred relationship with the business. But aside from that, that's probably the best that you could do. Well, that's kind of tough, but I think for us as a team, we had to do a lot of sort of changing our perspective and seeing things from the customer's point of view. Because a lot of the time we felt that our product was really innovative and interesting, and we thought that it was, making something new in the market. But for customers, sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes they see it as sometimes sort of irrelevant to them or doesn't suit a need that they have. So for a lot of it, we had to try and change our perspective, ask them for feedback, asking friends and family what they thought of our products, and asking them how they think that we could improve on it. And I think that was probably the biggest thing for us, was to try and see the product and see our business from the perspective of someone that's not us. Biggest challenge was probably trying to find a manufacturer, because our product is, relatively niche. It doesn't have a massive market, although there is a market, hence you could find a manufacturer. But amongst the manufacturers that were available, it took us a decent amount of time to try and find a manufacturer that had the specifications that we needed. We contacted, I think, 4 manufacturers before we found the manufacturer that we stuck with. And with each manufacturer, we had to do a lot of R&D with the scents that they had available from their selection. So we had to try out different scents, test them out against different things, and do a lot of research in our community to see what scents were most sort of applicable, which scent most people liked. Yeah, that was probably for us the biggest challenge that we faced at the beginning of the business. The biggest risk was probably choosing the material that we did. It's a material called pumice, and it's found in volcanoes in Indonesia. And that particular type of rock that we use for our product, though it is very rare, and that meant that there's very few manufacturers who actually had access to this particular material, it stood out as a charm to our product. It made it completely natural, and it made it completely unique from other things that were in the market, where other diffusers were probably made from chemicals or plastic. We had a new material that most people weren't aware would work for this purpose. And aside from that, it was also incredibly environmentally friendly because it's just a rock. Everything. That's what made us different from our competition at the competition. Everybody else was selling things that was already available in the market, and it had nothing new. It was just things with gimmicks, things that had novelty, but no practical use. Our product was innovative. It created an alternative solution to a problem. People were using chemical diffusers that had unknown side effects. And our product was scented rocks that had the same viability as these other products, but instead took a really natural and safe form.